Hi, this is Eric Bixa with Advanced Nutrients, and welcome to episode 46 of Hydroponic Secrets. Our regular viewers might notice the new surroundings. This is a small backyard greenhouse that we're just starting to complete. In the future, I'm going to show you some hydroponic systems, as well as some traditional greenhouse growing methods in this little 10 by 12 structure. Anyway, this week I'm going to answer a viewer question here on the show. That means that the sender of this question is eligible for a free gift directly from Advanced Nutrients. Stay tuned at the end of the show while the music's playing for details as to how you can participate. Now anyways, on with the question. Hi Eric, I have a question about nutrient concentration while using an LED fixture for flowering. I've included some info about my setup at the end of this email in case you need it to answer. Should I use the recommended parts per million for light feeding as dictated by the Advanced Nutrients online nutrient calculator with the Sensi formula, or do I need to lower it? Also, will the full line of Advanced Nutrients products be beneficial to me without high intensity discharge lighting? Is connoisseur flowering A and B an option for my grow? Next, same question applies for mothers under T5 fluorescence and the Sensi Grow formula. Lastly, should CO2 levels under LED lighting be lowered if nutrients have to be lowered? Thanks for your help. Well, thanks for the question, and I'm going to do my best to answer it. Basically, what I'm going to state is plants can only do as well as their most limiting input. Pardon me for the tongue tie there. Basically, if you have your CO2 at optimal, your nutrients at optimal, good oxygen to the roots at optimal, however, your lighting is lacking intensity, that's going to be your limiting factor, and that's going to determine where your overall yields can go. Now, if that factor were to change and lighting intensity was increased, then growth can be furthered and all the other inputs can also start to be raised in an attempt to further growth again. So using CO2 is okay with LEDs and T5 fluorescent lighting. As a rule of thumb, I might recommend enrichment levels to about 1,000 or 1,200 parts per million, while with very bright high intensity discharge lighting, my recommendation might be closer to 2,000 parts per million, of course tapering it off the end towards ripening. However, in terms of nutrient strength and light intensity, basically when you're using lower light intensities, like those delivered from LEDs and from T5 fluorescence, now, just to backtrack a little here, the lighting isn't that intense. However, the spectrum is very good in those types of lighting, particularly LEDs. It's actually quite superior to high intensity discharge. However, just the overall number of lumens aren't nearly the same. So basically, when you're growing under these fixtures, light intensity diminishes very quickly with distance from the fixture. So plants tend to be kept very short under T5 fluorescence or LEDs to ensure that enough light can reach over the entire plant. Now what this means is you have smaller, shorter plants, maybe more of them to help increase yields, but smaller plants you don't want to feed as strong. There is less stems, leaves, roots, plant tissue, etc., and overall biomass to spread those nutrients out over. So basically you want to maintain slightly lower nutrient concentrations when growing under less intense lighting with shorter plants. So I would recommend probably 1,000 parts per million in flowering, maybe peaking at 1,200. Just keep an eye on the leaf tips, watch for any burn, and that'll help you determine where your overall nutrient threshold is. Well, I hope this has helped answer your question, and thanks again for sending it. And for other valuable growing tips and tricks, please visit the link at the bottom of the screen. That's at www.advancednutrients.com/newsletter. To the email of your choice, you're going to be delivered some excellent tips and tricks that are going to help you get bigger and better yields. Once again, with Advanced Nutrients, this is Eric Bixa in episode 46 of Hydroponic Secrets. Thanks for joining me, and see you here next time.